Hey guys, I thought I would make a couple of videos tonight. They're a bit different to what I've done before. They're Mr. Pandaria beta videos. As you can see, this is still my warrior, but this is when I copied him to the beta realms a little while back before I transferred to Horde. Because as you can see, he's a wargam. So I'm just going to go over, in this first video, I'll go over the changes to the arms specialisation talents. And in the next video what I'll do is I will go through a new Mr. Pandaria dungeon, and while I'm going through I'll be going over the changes to our abilities and our stances. So as you can see, specialisation arms, we're still using Mortal Strike, Overpower, Colossal Smash and Slam as our staple abilities, but when we go into talents, as you can see, it is quite different from how it has been. As most of you will know by now, it's not talent trees as such. It is every 15 levels you get to choose one of 3 abilities to use. And each different tier is a different type of ability. So at level 15 you get to choose a mobility ability. 30 it's all about healing ourselves, 45 is CC, 60 is AoE, 75 is defensive and protective cooldowns, and 90 is our big old DPS cooldowns. So I'll go through each one and just show you what they are. At level 15 you get to choose that of Juggernaut, which is, it reduces the cooldown of charge from 20 seconds to 12, that's pretty nice. Double time, it allows you to use charge twice before the cooldown, but it's still a 20-second cooldown, that is pretty cool as well. Or Warbringer, your charge also knocks a target to the ground and stuns it for 3 seconds, so it adds a little mini throwdown onto the end of your charge. That'd be pretty nice for PvP. Level 30 we got our healing abilities. Enraged Regen instantly heals you for 10% of your total health, and an additional 10% over 5 seconds. Can be used while stunned, which is quite nice, and it costs no rage if used while you are enraged. So it's been nerfed a bit, the healing, because at the moment we do get more than 20% of our health back when we use Enraged Regen. But this way you do get 10% straight away, and it puts the hot on you for another 10%. You can also use it while stunned, which is awesome, and it doesn't cost any rage if you use it while enraged. At the moment we have to be enraged, and when we use it, it gets rid of that enrage, so that's quite a nice little change to it, but it has been nerfed, the healing side of it. Second Wind looks really good. Whenever you're below 35% health you regen 3% health every second, that's really nice, and when you're stuck by a stun or immobilise effect you gain 20 rage over 10 seconds. Impending Victory is basically Victory Rush, apart from now it's not that you can only use it once you've killed a target that yields experience honour. You can use it every 30 seconds, but if you kill a target that yields experience honour, it refreshes the cooldown on it. So it deals just under 7,000 damage and heals you for 10% of your maximum health, and as well as refreshing the cooldown when you kill an enemy that yields experience honour, it also heals you for 20% the next one rather than 10. So that's kind of nice. It's a bit of an enhanced Victory Rush, but again the actual healing on it has been nerfed, because Victory Rush does heal us for more than 10% currently, quite a lot more. Next one is CC. So 45 you've got Staggering Shout, causes all enemies within 20 yards that are snared to become rooted for 5 seconds. I'm not sure about that one, obviously it does require them to already be snared and then you're rooting them, so I'm not 100% sure if that'd be great. Piercing Howl does what it does now, snares all enemies within 15 yards, reducing their movement speed by 50%, 15 seconds. And Disrupting Shout, which I prefer out of the 3 at the moment, interrupts all spellcasting within 10 yards and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. Quite nice, just a mass interrupt for spellcasting. We get on to level 60, you get your AoE. Bladestorm, again it does what it does now. It strikes all targets within 8 yards for 120% weapon damage every second for 6 seconds. So that is the same as it is now, but it's pretty awesome now, to be fair. Next, interesting, Shockwave. So we can be arms warriors with Shockwave. It's pretty awesome, especially for PvP and for controlling adds in, boss fights. Pretty nice. Sends a wave of force in a frontal cone, causing 11,178 damage and stunning all enemy targets within 10 yards for 4 seconds. But then we move on to Dragon Roar, and this is fantastic right now. It is so powerful. Roar ferociously, causing 30k damage to all enemies within 8 yards, knocking them back. The knockback is a bit of a downside, we don't like knockbacks in PvE normally, but it also does knock them down for 3 seconds, so if you do, knock them back a bit, at least the tank's got a few seconds to get them all back and gathered up again. And Dragon Roar is always a critical strike. That's crazy, guys. I will show you, obviously, in the video I will do next, just how much that hits for. In big trash packs, we get so much burst damage, and it's on a 1 minute cooldown. It really is a great talent. I'm sure it'll be nerfed quite a bit when Mist actually comes out, but right now it's brilliant. Level 75, we got our defensive and protective cooldowns. Mass Spell Reflect. It reflects the next spell cast on you and all party and raid members within 20 yards for 5 seconds. Pretty nice, pretty interesting there. Safeguard, it's basically a new intervene. Run at high speed towards a party or raid member, removing all movement effects upon you, intercepting the next melee or ranged attack made against them, and reducing their damage taken by 20% for 6 seconds. So that's pretty cool, we like that. Vigilance is also really cool now. It's basically Paladin's Hand of Sacrifice. Focus your protective gaze on a party or raid member, transferring 30% of the damage taken to you for 12 seconds. During the duration of Vigilance, your taunt has no cooldown, and attacks against the target cause you to become enraged. So that's pretty nice, we like that. And then 90, we get onto our big old DPS cooldowns. Avatar. You transform into an unstoppable Colossus for 20 seconds, increasing your damage by 20%, and causing your attacks to generate 50% extra rage. While you're transformed, you're immune to movement impairing effects. I love transforming, it looks awesome. And 20% straight up damage increase, and 50% extra rage from our attacks. That's really powerful, guys. That'll be really good lined up with, you know, recklessness and stuff. Lots and lots of burst damage, but it is on a 3 minute cooldown. Bloodbath, it's only on a 1 minute cooldown, so obviously we can use it 3 times as much as Avatar. Your special attacks cause the Bloodbath effect for the next 12 seconds. The Bloodbath effect causes your targets to bleed for an additional 30% damage of the triggering attack over 6 seconds, and while bleeding their 50% reduced movement speed. So that's pretty awesome. For 12 seconds, all of our special attacks are going to cause an extra bleed on the target, which will do 30% of the damage they did. So the fact that we can use that, you know, 3 times for every time we can use Avatar, the damage might even out, might be better. We're not sure yet, but those two are both looking really good. And then Stormbolt, hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing 100% weapon damage and stunning the target for 3 seconds. Deals an additional 300% weapon damage to targets that are permanently immune to stuns. So in PvP, you're looking at 100% weapon damage every 30 seconds and a 3-second stun. But for PvE, raid bosses that are obviously immune to stuns, you're looking at 400% weapon damage. So that's a nice big hit every 30 seconds. So it's pretty nice. I'm not sure it will quite match these two at the moment, but it's quite a nice ability there. So that is the new arms talents. I hope you like the changes. Some of them, they're pretty cool. If you did like this video, please do subscribe, guys. As I said, I'll be uploading another one soon with a run through of a new dungeon, and I'll be going over all of our actual ability changes. There's quite a lot of them, and you really don't want to miss how awesome Dragon Roar is. So yeah, do subscribe, like, comment, please, guys, and hope to see you soon.